Hi everyone, this is Shrikant Pallerla. I'm a PhD scholar at National Institute of Mental Health and Neurosciences from the Department of Social Work. Today, I would like to talk about an article called No Health Without Mental Health, Part and Parcel of Life. Why we should talk about the mental health care, why it is important in our day-to-day life. Yes, health is a fundamental right and which is very important for an economic growth of a country and internal stability for the country. If we look at the definition of mental health according to World Health Organization, mental health is basis for development of emotion, thoughts, learning process, resilience, coping skills, self-esteem, well-being for any individual. What are mental health disorders? Mental health disorders are characterized by combination of abnormal thoughts, behavior, perception towards the other person, and also which will affect the biopsychosocial functioning of the affected individual. There are different causes for the mental health disorder. It could be genetical, biological, psychological, and sociological, or also cultural also. And mental health disorder can happen to anyone irrespective of age, gender, ethnicity, socio-economic status. If you look at the prevalence of mental health disorders, as per the NMHS survey, NIMHANS has done an NMH survey in 2016. There are 14.3% of Indians are suffering with any form of mental health disorders. The most cause for the mental health disorders are tobacco, and after that alcohol consumption also. 20.89 causes has because of the alcohol consumption, and 5.25% Indians are suffering with depression. If you look at the Lancet research which has published in 2017, which is also saying that there are so many people across the globe are affecting with any form of mental health disorder. And if you look at the World Health Organization report, 20% of the population are suffering from mental health disorders across the globe. And NCRB, National Crime Record Bureau, is an organization which reports the number of suicides that happened in a year. In 2017, which has told that around 1.39 lakh Indians have committed suicide. Among children, women, youth were more. And as per the Center for Mental Health Law Policy also suggested that 1.3.4 Indians have committed suicide. There are different barriers for accessing the mental health services. It could be like social barriers or cultural barriers, or because of the stigma and myths and misconceptions that persisted in people's mindset. Also, there is a less accessibility for the mental health services, and the services are not affordable for the low social economic status people. And we should promote the awareness about the mental health disorders in the community, and especially to understand that mental health disorders are also like physical health disorders, like how we can take treatment for the mental health disorders, and how we can go about the care, how we can talk about with others when we have any mental health disorder. And we should make aware the people about the way of how they perceive when they heard about any mental health disorder, or when they want to seek mental health support from the professional. Mental health disorders can be treatable. There are majorly two types of mental health disorders: major mental health disorders and minor mental health disorders. Major mental health disorders like schizophrenia, psychosis, bipolar affective disorders, and severe depression with psychotic symptoms. Minor mental health disorders like anxiety spectrum disorders, obsessive compulsive disorder, anxiety, phobia, these are all the minor mental health disorders. Mental health disorders can be treatable, and if we adopt a multidisciplinary team approach which consists of psychiatrist, psychiatric social worker, clinical psychologist, psychiatric nurse, there could be a proper and better management for the affected individual with any mental health disorder. And if we look at the resources that are available in India related to mental health, which are very low. If you look at the statistics, there are 30 psychiatrists and 17 psychiatric nurses, 5 clinical psychologists, 0.07 psychiatric social workers are available for 10 million population. And also if you look at the treatment gap, which is very high in the mental health disorders, and the pathways of care also very different when it comes to mental health disorders. They may go to magico-religious practices, they may go to faith healers, they may have the myths and misconceptions about the services about the mental health. They may not cure. Also they also think that the medication may affect, they may have side effects if they continue the medication. We have to address all these issues, and we have to reduce the stigma which is in the community, which is very much important to address about the enhancing the mental health services to the needy people. And if you look at the NMHS 2016 survey, which is saying that there are 150 million Indians require mental health services, but only 30 million people are seeking mental health services. And recently Government of India has launched an helpline number, which is a toll-free number called Kiran, which is available in 13 languages for the psychological counseling provided to the needy persons. The toll-free number is 1800-599-0019. And along with that, Government of India has taken so many initiatives in terms of starting any schemes which are related to the mental health, for the promotion of mental health services, for increasing the accessibility and affordability and availability of the mental health services, like National Mental Health Scheme, District Mental Health Scheme, National Mental Health Care Act, Rights for the Person with Disability Act, National Trust Act. There are so many legislations are related to the mental health. We should make people to aware about how they can use the certain schemes and government policies to get help from the society for the whatever the mental health disorder they are suffering from. And there are many stakeholders are part of mental health care, like patients, caregivers, psychiatrists, mental health professionals, NGOs, government bodies, non-government bodies, all come together to address the issues related to the stigma, or enhancing the awareness about the mental health services, how we can enhance the affordability of the mental health services, how we can address the awareness about the mental health services. And considering the current scenario, most of the people from across the globe are suffering with any form of mental disorders. Considering this COVID pandemic, they could be anxious, they might be depressed, they might be having post-traumatic stress disorder, uncertainty about the continuation of job, uncertainty about the continuation of their education, whatever they want to achieve in their life, they may not be able to do because of the certain restrictions and some uncertainty related to the COVID condition. So which is very important that we should address all these issues and take care of our own mental health. And which is also important that family members and friends to look after for the needy patient, or if someone is already having issues related to the mental health, they should supervise them, and if it is required, they should seek the help from the psychiatrist or nearby hospitals, or they can call any helpline number, because the prevalence of suicide is also high among the pandemic situation, some research studies have suggested, so which is important that we should take care of our own mental health as like how we take care of our physical health. For more information, you can visit Psychologus magazine, that which I have published my article in that magazine. You can avail that in different social media platforms. Thank you very much.